All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in at Chicago Clubhouse Network. We are having some technical difficulties right now. So that is why you can't hear T Nick. They're in studio with Foul Mouth C and the Stat Man, JB. So they are going to try and figure this out and work on it and stuff. So, and hopefully they can get it done sooner, or at least a bit sooner than what we've been hearing going on with the Bears and their offense. So apparently it's been up and down with their offense from what I've been hearing, having some good days and unfortunately having a lot of bad days. But I guess it's to kind of be expected, though, when bringing in a new offense, and this offense isn't the easiest to kind of figure out. You know, Ben's been throwing a lot at them, asking a lot out of Caleb Williams as well. So it's only natural for him to have days where he looks really, really good. And there hasn't been many of them. But also when they've been pretty bad, you know. So unfortunately, I feel like we're kind of may go into the same kind of talking points that we've been saying for the last few coaches, to where we kind of make excuses for how bad that the offense looks, saying that it's still early, you know, the quarterback's still young. They're still trying to install the playbook, still trying to figure things out. And it kind of sucks to hear the same sort of excuses with this, or it's a little frustrating, I should say. Not too surprising, though, but as Bears fans, as much as we've had to deal with these rookie QBs having such shaky starts and, you know, just don't seem to hit the ground running as fast as like someone like Bo Nix, you know, or Jaden Daniels has been. So granted, they've been had a lot more college experience than Caleb did. But regardless, it's something as Bears fans, it's hard to tell us to keep being patient and to just have faith and kind of trust the system. Even though it's not a crazy ask, considering, like I said, it's a whole new offensive system coming in. So, but like I said, it's tiresome to hear over and over again to be patient. So, but today we had, I guess, the most physical practice out of all the practices today, from what I've been hearing. So, to say it got chippy would be an understatement, considering that Roshan and Jonathan Owens got into it, you know, shoving and pushing and whatnot, even fists being thrown at each other, whatnot, to where they had to break it up. Then that same day, we had the starting running back, Swift, getting into it as well with someone on the defensive end, where I was getting a shoving match back and forth. And then we even had the offensive lineman going at it with the D lineman. I think it was who was it? I know it was Dio for sure was involved on the defensive end. And then I want to say it was probably Braxton Jones, I believe, on the offensive end. So seeing the offensive defense and the starting to get a little chippy and antsy to hit somebody is always good and nice to see and see them ready to actually be ready to hit somebody else in a different colored jersey. I'm sure that the faces are getting a little worn out there practicing against the same guys over and over and over again. So let me see what's going on in the comments. Jay Grizz, it's good to see you again. 17 games is a long season, so as long as we improve game by game and we are positive, make it in a position to make it into the playoffs after week 8, I'll be patient. Okay, and that's fair enough. I mean, if by week 8 we're 4-4. I mean, I guess that's not too crazy, right? I mean, that you're basically have a fighter's chance at that point. Okay, so I hear they're ready now, so we're going to try it again and see if we have some better luck the second time around.
Like it's something simple.
So now, can you hear me? Can you hear me out there now?
Yes. So I'll go back into the back there. So thanks for talking to you guys.
Okay, it's a major delay though.
No, it's gonna be a delay on their end.
It's a delay on their end.
She's watching it.
Right. It's always a delay.
It's always a delay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you all can hear me now? All right, cool. So we are back. The podcast where we don't know shit. We really don't know shit about this technical equipment and the sound, but I'm glad we finally got it together. So I was saying that we do know that the Bears had their family fest on Sunday. And Fowler and I were there to actually see what the team looked like. And we'll get into that in a minute. Of course, we're gonna have some good old stat man talking negative. You know, that's what he does because he's that guy. He always says he's that guy. Then, of course, I'm gonna give away a second pair of tickets. So it's gonna be a fun show. So let's go ahead and get that intro. Hit it, Commissioner.
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast, where they think they know everything, but honestly, they don't know shit.
Watch these summer league games and they tell you about these new up and coming coaches.
I think we should get rid of every motherfucking owner in Chicago.
Enzo and Caruso, both when they are on the court, are like your defensive generals.
But they need to get that strong safety who's not scared to hit somebody.
They really don't know shit.
And we are back. We are back. And we got a lot to talk about. But at the same time, we don't have a lot to talk about. I mean, because what I mean by that is I don't want to say what Ben Johnson said, the offense was sloppy. I don't want to say they were sloppy, but they won't win. They won't win games like they were practicing the other day. I won't say sloppy. I'll just say they won't win games like that. But what we did see, we saw J.P. Richardson make a play. He made a serious play. I was happy to see it. I know Chris was happy to see it. He pointed it out. Man, that was nice. And Bajan threw a good ball. Yes, Bajan threw a good ball. And I want to say that Case Keenum, he threw the majority of balls. And I hate to say it, but yeah, Caleb threw a couple scud missiles, and tight ends dropped some passes. Yeah, the defense definitely won that practice if we were taking winners. But let's go ahead and get my guys in here, and I know they have something to say about it. So first, let me bring them in. the stat man who knows every single stat from every single team, basketball and football and baseball too. 80s and 90s. My man, JB. What up, JB?
What up, team? How's it going?
Man, I can't call it, man. I can't call it, man. I'm just a little frustrated right now, though, because of this technical stuff. But I think
it happens, but we figured out, we move on, and we do what we got to do to keep it moving, right?
Yeah, but how many times we gonna have to do that?
The show must go on.
Must go on, I guess so. And let's bring up our next all-star who was with me at Family Fest and probably saw a lot more than I did and brought the family with him. The new wife and new baby, Ricky. My man, Foul Mouth.
What's going on? What's going on?
What
Hope
up,
everybody
Foul
can
Mouth?
hear me out there. You know, we're dealing with all these technical difficulties, but we still gonna push through anyway. Yeah, good time out there. Like you said, if it really comes down to it, you gotta choose a winner. It was definitely the defense. The defense won. They showed out. Got a safety. Got an interception.
Who was
couple
the
sacks.
safety on?
Well, they were starting from like the 1 yard line, 2 yard line, and they gave the ball to the running back.
Situational, okay.
Yeah, situational. And, I guess they may have gave it to Swift or one of the running backs back there. I don't know which running back it was because from the angle I was at, couldn't really see. But there was a safety. The first team offense immediately went off. And then they brought again the second team offense.
Yeah, so Caleb, what are your thoughts, man?
I mean, it is what it is. Like we said, we can't go in here and right now he's getting a lot of bad publicity from the media. It's like I said, everything that he's been doing is being scrutinized. Every throw that he makes is being scrutinized. Hell, they even going so to like the kid can't even show any type of emotion. They were talking about, I guess, some type of drill that they were doing maybe today where they were throwing the ball into the net.
We have that video.
Yeah, throwing the ball into the net, and it's just basically getting the ball, get rid of it. Get the ball, get rid of it. You don't even get a chance to put your fingers on the
laces.
On the laces, yeah. You don't get to put your fingers on the laces. You just catch and throw and release. You know what I'm saying? People were blowing that up because he was upset because of the way he was throwing it or whatnot. He was walking off frustrated. And you got people scrutinizing him, talking about, oh, man, he's got to show better body language. Dude.
Don't we want to see that kind of fire?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't football, part of football is emotion?
Yeah.
So why are you sitting up there trying to scrutinize this young man for him being frustrated, for him not doing something?
Right.
So I got 2 points to that. One, let's go back into the Wayback Machine when I believe it was like Nate Solder or somebody, and Tom Brady grabbed him and was like, hey, protect me, la, 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 and just gave him a good grilling.
Mm-hmm.
The media was like, man, now that's a leader. That's Tom Brady inspecting what he expects, wants more from his team.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Cutler did that same thing to Jamarcus Webb, and we talked about, oh, Jay Cutler's belittling him. Why is Jay treating Jamarcus like that? So, you know what I'm saying? It kind of goes with whoever is doing it, how much favor you have with the media at the time. With Caleb, because he didn't hit, I think it was like 10 throws, he didn't hit any of them.
Yeah, I think it was like maybe 5.
Well, they showed us the after.
Second time,
He got it.
He got like 4 out of 5.
Right, he got it, right.
Yeah.
So the body language to me was more of frustration because, like, damn, I know I should do this. Not frustration like, oh, man, they looking at me. Da, da, da. I don't think it was that at all. But the media will spin it as such, right?
That's what they do.
And sometimes national media I'll give a slight pass to because they're not in the day-to-day regimen of what we see.
Yeah, it's the local
media. The local media that gets it for me because if Caleb's having a good day, you're his biggest supporter. If he's having a bad day, you're like, man, we should have got Jaden Daniels. There's no consistency with the local media. And I get it. But for me, it's like, does one drill mean that kid can't get it done? No. Is it telling that he shows frustration, that he's human? Yes. There's been times in practice when the great Michael Jordan didn't hit a damn shot. Win the game, hit all the shots.
Yeah, if he's gonna mess up, this is the time.
This is the time
to sit up there and mess up. That's why I don't sit up there and overreact over what happened at Family Fest because
it's
practice.
It's
practice. It's supposed to be like that.
Commish. It's practice.
It's supposed to be like that. I much rather them get all that out now. The false start penalties. You know what I'm saying? The holding, whatever else it was, misalignments or whatnot. I much rather have them get that out now.
That part goes to coaching, right? You have all those delay of games. I want to say it was like 3 from the first team, like 3 in the first 5 plays, right? It was something like that.
It was enough.
So to me, that goes to coaching because now are you feeding Caleb too much information at one time and he's not processing it quick enough to get the play in? Because they said they give him about 3 to 5 plays. Then he goes, he assesses, and then delay game.
I wouldn't necessarily say that either because
there were a lot of those.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about because now that to me is less on Caleb, more on coaching. If I know you can't multitask and you can only take 2 to 3 plays, why am I giving you 5?
I wouldn't say it's necessarily the coaching because they're still doing things where they're getting it, but yet they're still making those penalties. I would say more so it probably happens to have to do with what he sees out on the field and sometimes him calling something out. And then now that's where the miscommunication comes in.
Old school, when we played, green meant run, blue meant throw.
Yeah.
Air and ground, right?
Yeah. Well, it's different now.
Right. This system is so complicated. But what I'm saying is maybe right now what happened at the Family Fest shows Ben Johnson, I can't give Caleb 5 plays to read off of when he comes up to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he only needs 3.
Well,
that's why I say coaching, because the coach has to, remember we talked about the coach still has to learn how to coach.
And then the thing about it also, you have to sit up there and take this into account. It's still a new offense.
Oh, absolutely.
So
he's not gonna master it by week 1.
Yeah, so I wouldn't necessarily say it's about coaching. I just say that it's about learning this new offense and trying to get the ins and outs of it right now. Now, if we're into week 3 or week 4 in the NFL
by then you're too late.
Yeah, and then
you have to know what you're
we're having these same problems, then we might need to talk about something. And we're going to see a lot when it comes down, when they got the inner squad practices.
Miami.
Yeah, with Miami.
That's
and then they
week.
got the preseason. Now, that's this week.
Oh, right. It's Tuesday. That's tomorrow,
yeah.
Right? Tomorrow and Thursday. Or Thursday, Friday.
Thursday, Friday, something
because
like
the game is Sunday.
Yeah, the game is Sunday.
The game against Miami is Sunday.
Yeah, so then they're going to be playing Miami. So we're going to get a good chance. And then another thing that you got to sit there and think about. These are the offense and the defense. They've been going against each other for 10 days now.
Correct.
So I'm pretty sure that they know any and every little thing that each other is doing. And that probably throws them off. I heard that Ben Johnson and Dennis Allen was going at it, saying a little friendly banter, doing the Family Fest or whatnot, talking trash to one another. And I love it. And actually, what I really love is that, a consistency from all the media, the local media, saying that the practice that they had today was the most physical practice that they've had in over a decade.
Right, which we've talked about ad nauseum, that's why the Bears always look like they don't know what they're doing, because they don't practice hitting. Yeah. They don't practice tackling for real. They're not physical in practice. And then when it gets to the game and you're like, well, how was Tremaine Edmonds, 6'5", 260, getting ran over by somebody that's $185?
Yeah.
Because we're not practicing it.
Yeah.
Well, so I love the
there was plenty of fights today, baby.
Well, and you know what?
Yeah.
I love it because now get those juices flowing. Bust your nose early so that we're not trying to get that type of rhythm week 4, week 5, week 6. We just went through 2 regimes of that.
Yeah.
So hopefully I hold Ben Johnson accountable for getting us to a point to where if we're not physical, it's not because we're not playing physical. It's because we're outmatched.
Yeah.
not because we're just laying down talking about a hits principle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? T, what you think?
Or we're talking about the whys.
We're talking about the whys.
The whys. Lord have mercy.
Oh God, the whys. I still have PTSD from that.
I think that Ben Johnson has a lot of fire in him. And I think that he's definitely going to put a fire under these dudes. And that's what they need. They're talented. They have talent on that team.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't put it all together because a lot of the guys are me. Once Ben Johnson puts it all together like a good coach, then it's going to be team. And once that happens, they're going to be a good franchise.
So let me ask you this then.
Before you get into that, shout out to the chat, man. Chat tonight. Shout out to everybody out there in the chat. We're going to try to, you guys got some questions. We're going to try to address those questions as well. But shout out to the chat. Go ahead, JD, my bad.
You said franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that you said that because you're not just looking past what Ben Johnson might do with this regime currently. You're looking for him 5, 7, 10 years down the line, being here, being productive, hopefully on some Mike Tomlin type trajectories where we don't have any losing seasons and we're actually viable playoff contenders, right? Consistently. Now, what I urge caution with again, because as I'm watching shows earlier again, I get off work, start going to YouTube, bam, catching up. Colin Cowherd, who's here based in Chicago, is giving, stuff to Nick Wright about Caleb Williams. Like, yeah, is he the guy? Blah, blah. But Rome was never built in a day. The pyramids were never built in a day. It's going to take time to build this. So when we're looking at the ebbs and flows, right, we can't get too high and we can't get too low. We need to stay right in the middle, cautiously optimistic, because this thing has to grow. It has to be nurtured. And like you said, T, and I love the point that you made, all those individuals have to turn into the team. You have to sacrifice for your brother. You have to sacrifice for your neighbor. You have to sacrifice for your next of kin. That all goes into a team aspect. And what I do like about Ben Johnson is he's holding the highest person accountable.
Yes.
Of which, to me, last year, only off of 1 year, Matt Eberflus didn't hold anybody accountable. Not even himself.
Not even himself.
Yeah. I mean, that's real. I want to go back and talk about something when we were talking about the media, when it pertains to the media. The media is so fickle. It's funny. It's like, all right, so I'll give you a prime example. David, I like to call him David Drama Hall.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because
he's worse than me.
Like, man, Hoff just shoot shit out his ass. Like, just come on. It just got to be some drama. Like, so they were talking about Ben Johnson. Oh, man, what happened to Ben Johnson loses the locker room because, it's been a long while since we had a coach that actually comes out and be truthful. But that's what you all were begging for. You were begging for a coach to come out and not to do the coach speech.
Coach me hard.
Yeah, coach him hard.
Help me out.
And sit up there and answer our questions and give us everything that we want. Now you got a coach. Now you got a coach that does that. And then they're saying, well, maybe he's been a little too truthful. Maybe the players don't sit up there and think that he has their back because he's calling players out. Shut the fuck up. And sit up there and take it for what you want. You wanted a damn coach. It's like what Prince said. His song, just like my mother, she's never satisfied.
Oh, she's never satisfied.
The fucking media is never fucking satisfied. You've been asking for a goddamn coach that's gonna come out there and talk and tell you what's real, not bullshit on the injury report, not give you coach speech during practices and at games, telling you what it is, calling players out, as you said, holding them accountable, and now you want to sit up there and say, oh, I'm just wondering, will he lose the locker room because the players may think that he doesn't have their back?
They want restorative practices in the locker room.
And then he goes on and to proceed and say, oh, here we go. More drama about David Drama Hall. That, oh, what about has Tyson Bagent?
Does he really talk like that?
Has he outplayed
that
Caleb Williams in practice?
No, that is like clickbait. No.
Oh,
controversial? Absolutely. And the reason I say that is because guess what? if you don't have a little bit of chaos, a little bit of anarchy and controversy, then people are just going to what? They're going to sit back, drink the Kool-Aid, and whatever happens, happens. And here in Chicago, we are not fans of just drinking the Kool-Aid. We are smart enough to know when there's BS afoot and when there's ineptitude afoot. We just went through 6 straight years, because I'm going to go back to the Nagy years, right?
Oh,
y'all are with me. We had one good season, and what happened? Nothing.
What was that?
Nothing.
Well, one good season, then we went
Well,
8-8,
12-4,
8-8,
8-8, then I think it was 4-12, right?
or 11,
Something like that, right? And then here comes Eberflus for 3-13. Then the one good year he had, Justin and Tyson, was 7-10. The one good year of which he cost us 4 games. So the trend is being. What did Daenerys Targaryen say? I don't want to remake the wheel. I want to break it.
Yeah, she wants to break the wheel.
She wants to break the wheel. And that's what we need to do in Chicago. We need to break the monotony that we've been going through year after year after year with the inept coaches, with the excuses, because that's what it really boils down to. Well, we played well enough to win. Did you? It was a play here and there. Every game can come down to a play here and there. Are you going to make the play? Don't give me a hits principle that I heard when I was 7 years old and Pop Warner at Harvey Colts. I don't want to hear that. You know what I want to hear? Hey, Caleb, man, can you get the ball up? Hey, Tremaine, can you actually tackle with your shoulders? Can you actually wrap somebody up?
Yeah.
Hey, Kyron, can you lead with your back step, with your left step? Can you get up and get it quicker? I want to hear that, because those are the things that are being addressed that's wrong. If you don't address what's wrong, how are you ever going to get it right? So I applaud and tip my hat to Ben Johnson for being hard, because that's what they want.
Oh, you better watch it. You might lose the locker room.
Yeah, wait. God forbid that.
Yeah, he's being too real out there.
Year one.
Jeez, he's scaring me. I haven't seen this. He's being weird. I mean,
He doesn't like us.
He might lose his players already because he's being
so
too real. He
mean.
doesn't have their back.
Even
told
some of
Caleb
the,
use
even
clear
some
nail
of the
polish.
players, even some of the players said that that's what they need. Even some of the players said that. So they're not gonna backpedal. Oh God, no, he's too hard on us. No, they're not gonna backpedal. These are men. They're young men. Either they're gonna listen to their coach, or they're gonna get the fuck out of here. Ask for a trade, like Michael Parsons.
Well, no, that's a little different. Hold on, don't go there. I don't know if we're ready for that conversation yet.
We're not ready
we
for
talking
that
about,
yet.
we talking about.
We can address that in the later hour.
Yeah, we talking about him later. You know,
Because that gets my blood boiling like, man, you better go after that man. But that's another story. But just going back to the accountability piece, I want to ask you all this. How much accountability players, of course we know, how much accountability does Ben Johnson instill in his coaching staff to hold players accountable? We've heard Eric Bieniemy already. We've heard Antoine Randall already. We've heard that Dennis Allen and Ben Johnson got into it. When do we look at that like that's a negative? I think that's a positive, because what that shows is from the top to the bottom, the message is the same, the approach is the same, and the results should be the same.
yeah. I mean, he has a lot of trust in his coaches. You can tell that actually at Family Fest, he actually gave Antoine Randall the mic to kick off the Family Fest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that just shows you that he has a lot of faith in his coaches, and he's not afraid to let them shine as well. Because, you know, let's just say it, Matt Eberflus didn't want a certain somebody here because
you said Cliff Kingsbury?
Yeah, because he was scared that
He gonna take his job.
he could possibly take his job, which shows you your
But if you win,
insecurity.
If you win, guess what?
Pretty much.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yep.
He just helped you win.
Yeah. So I mean, it's definitely a touchy situation when it comes down to the Bears and dealing with the media. I love what I'm seeing from Ben Johnson right now as far as holding these players accountable. That's the thing that you're supposed to do. As a man in life, period, you got to hold yourself accountable.
For sure.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with holding yourself accountable or people holding you accountable. That's what you're supposed to do. This is the ultimate team sport. So you're supposed to sit up there and hold yourself and your teammates accountable. That's what you do. If you don't want to be held accountable, get the fuck out. You're in the wrong fucking
You're
city.
wrong. Well, first of all, how do you expect to keep your job and not deal with accountability in any walk of life?
That just shows me that you're probably the type of person that's been given everything in your life. You've been a participation trophy.
Yeah. And we hate those. We don't allow them at all.
Fucking participation.
I want to address something that Jay Grizz kind of like touched on. As far as the other coaches before Ben Johnson.
What up, Jay Grizz?
He did not. What's happening,
Grizzy?
He did not come from a great coaching tree like the Parcells coaching tree and the Andy Reid coaching tree. I get that, but if Aaron Glenn, Ben Johnson, Antoine Randall, and them guys, if they are successful, does that mean that the Dan Campbell tree has spawned those coaches? Because Ben Johnson had been around for a while. I remember Mike Tannenbaum speaking that he was in Miami back in the day. I don't think he was in the offensive coordinator or passing game coordinator role. Maybe he was quality control or something, tight ends coach or something. Like he was in a lesser role. But Grizz, I got to ask you then, if he doesn't get credit for coming from the Dan Campbell coaching tree, then what tree does he get credit from? Or is he starting his own?
He has to get credit from the Dan Campbell. Every coach that's been successful has came from another coach.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah, that's just how it goes. It doesn't matter if you were sitting up there, the offensive guy getting a damn coffee, and you worked your way up through the ranks. And this was when you was, let's just say, in Miami, and then you became an assistant under Dan Campbell in Detroit. Guess what? When you become that head coach,
when you got good, that was under his regime.
Yeah. So when you become a head coach, you came from the Dan Campbell coaching tree.
Correct. I agree. It's just questionable because you got two things, right? Dan Campbell, in his own coaching legacy, is still fairly new. He's only going into year 5.
Yeah, he's still new. He has not won a Super Bowl.
No.
So I would not say he's a great coach yet. But, I mean, I'll give him credit that good coaches have come from under his coaching.
And yes, so again, Grizz, yes, he did play for Bill Parcells, but we've seen other people that played for Bill Parcells that wasn't good at coaching. We've seen people under Bill Belichick, great as a coordinator, got the head coaching gig,
Bill Belichick,
and were terrible.
Well, Bill Belichick was actually fired from fucking Cleveland.
First season.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's just usually when you come from a certain coach, and if that coach more than likely is successful, you come from under that coach.
The trickle down effect, because let's keep honesty here. I almost said them 3 words. I shouldn't have said it. Keep it. You know what?
Don't say that.
But the reason we got Matt Nagy was because he came from the Andy Reid coaching tree, right?
Exactly.
So we this is not a new process.
Yeah.
We just happened to finally get one of the guys that's at the head of the class, right? We didn't get a first timer that's never done anything. We didn't get somebody that was a gopher for Aaron Rodgers getting coffee. Now you're the OC and they never called plays before.
Well,
we're not getting that with this coaching staff.
No, but let me tell you this too. Right now, since this is his first season, guess what he's on? He's on a honeymoon period right here.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
for sure. Good.
When you listen to the national media, everybody's saying about how great of an offensive coordinator Ben Johnson is. And they're loving his approach right now. Yeah, that's good. Because there's no work that's really been done yet.
True.
Once that regular season starts coming, it's going to either go up,
that's
or
when
it's going to go
real
down.
Work comes.
Well, yeah, because he's starting off with a clean slate on all capacities.
Yeah, so if he starts coming in and he starts winning, everybody's going to say, well, this is the reason why everybody wanted Ben Johnson the last 2 years, because of the offense, because of his coaching ability, because he's the new up-and-comer, the new offensive genius with the McVays. And the Shanahan, the toy that everybody wants. Right. And then if it goes down, it can go one of 2 ways. They're either going to start shooting at Caleb, or they're gonna start shooting at Ben? One of the two.
That's
They ain't
an
gonna shoot at Ben.
No, I'm about to say that's
Guarantee
interesting because I
that.
kind of think they would shoot at
They will
Caleb more
start.
so.
They ain't gonna hit him. They're gonna hit Caleb. They can start shooting at Ben.
He's the easier target.
He's gonna be able to dodge.
Because Ben can always say,
Caleb is gonna take those
that's
shots.
not my quarterback. I didn't pick him. I thought he was ABC. Let me pick my guy. He always has that. If this fails, he always has that in his back pocket for the next year. You gotta realistically, fellas, give Caleb 2 years.
Well, see, that's the same thing that we were talking about when I was stressing to you guys about Ryan Poles. The worst kept secret in Chicago is that those were none of his candidates. He never got an opportunity.
We knew that.
Yeah,
we knew.
He never got an opportunity to pick his coach. So when everybody was talking about, oh, let's fire Ryan Poles,
It's like,
hey, I never got a chance to pick my coach. I never went through a whole coaching search and interview process. I never got the opportunity. Now he does.
it's like when you take your lady out on Valentine's Day and you go to a specific restaurant and you don't get to pick your menu. They say, oh, here's the prefix.
Yeah.
You get your choice from chicken and shrimp.
Yeah.
Well, I don't eat none of that.
Shit. No.
That's what that's what Ryan Poles walked into.
Well, that was like at my wedding. You had your option: fish, chicken, or steak.
But those were good options.
Yeah, they were.
Those were good options.
When you have fish, chicken, and steak, those are excellent.
Ryan Poles didn't have no
when
good
you
options.
when you have spam, when you have spam,
Vienna sausage,
a tougher steak, not a dry aged steak, right?
Yeah, you got some Vienna sausage.
Right.
That's not
So
Well,
basically,
Dan Quinn was like the chicken breast.
good. Yeah, I mean,
Dan Quinn was a little better than the chicken breast.
Chicken breast could be good. Okay, Dan Quinn was the salmon.
Okay, yes, he was the salmon.
Our guy who we loved from Indy and Detroit, who name escapes me right now, and I don't know why.
Caldwell?
Jim Caldwell was
I don't think he even got a chance to pick
the cheap cut of steak.
He didn't get a chance.
I don't
think it was
even
Jim
think he was
Caldwell.
on the slate.
He wasn't on the list.
I don't
No,
think
it
he
was.
was
It
on
was.
the
It
slate.
was yes, and I could be mistaken. I thought it was
It was-
Caldwell, Eberflus, and Quinn.
Nah, it was
I
somebody
thought
else.
Eberflus.
Because George gave the nod for Caldwell. He definitely gave the nod for Caldwell.
I don't think.
I thought it
If
was
somebody
just
in the chat can
Eberflus
look
and
that
Quinn.
up, I thought I remember those were the three candidates that he had, and then we found out how powerful Trace Armstrong really was at the end of the day. That's what really happened because of the whole he's representing a quarter of the team.
Yeah, he does do that. So,
But we knew that going in, when Ryan Poles took the job, it was kind of similar to how AK took the job for the Bulls. You got credit for something that you may have loosely been a part of, but not the direct orchestrator of. Okay, he's been under that regime. We want to model KC. Cool. Now that he's got a chance to pick his coach, his time has reset as well. He's got an alignment with his contract that takes him to Ben Johnson, and I think they end at the same time.
Mhm.
His first contract, right? 4 years.
Mhm.
So the clock for me is no longer ticking on Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson. It's ticking on Caleb. Because going into year two, what does year 2 into year 3 look like? And if you look like trash, if you look anywhere near like year 1 for Ben Johnson, he's going to be like, yeah, hey, RP, man, we need to talk.
well, I mean, now you know who you begin to sound like now? Jeff Darlington. Because Jeff Darlington said
Yes,
that,
he did.
I got a little time, so I listened to, a couple podcasts.
But Jeff Darlington might not be wrong, though, because like you said, what is the big thing now? The trendy thing to do? Win with the rookie quarterback. So you ain't
I
got
mean,
to pay him.
it is, but
ransom.
his thing is that, all the excuses are out the door for Caleb Williams this year too.
I think he gets more excuses because it's a new system, a new everything.
I mean, he should get a longer leash because it is that, like you're not gonna catch too many QBs that come in and have to learn a whole new offensive system with a whole new coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
That's something totally. It is very difficult to do. Somebody, and then like somebody else said, I think it was shout out to our boy Lawrence Holmes. I think he was sitting up there saying also that everybody is not willing to wait and to let this thing materialize. Everybody wants to right now because you had a couple of guys that have gone and done it right now, been successful. You know, when Patrick Mahomes finally had his first time for a full season to sit up there and play, oh, he lit the league up. You had Jaden Daniels do something great that no other rookie quarterback has ever done, you know, in NFL history. Then you had a guy like CJ Stroud that had came out the previous year that was doing pretty damn good his damn self,
for a
you
losing
know,
franchise.
for a losing franchise, you know. Didn't have the best second season, but had one hell of a rookie season that everybody was saying up until that point, to Jaden Daniels did what he did, that it was the best rookie season ever. So, you know, it's just still giving these kids, remember, they still kids. There's still time.
Who came up with that narrative, y'all? Because when we was playing, we remember when a rookie quarterback would actually sit and learn for at least 2 years, at minimum.
How many Aaron Rodgers sit for? 3 or 4?
I think 3 or 4. Because Brett Favre just didn't want to go away.
Bears have not ever learned that. I hate to bring it up. Justin Fields. They put him in against the Rams, and they should let him. Andy Dalton did get hurt.
I'm about to say Andy.
Well, no. They played his first game. He got some tick against the Rams. He just ran it in. His first start was against Cleveland.
Week 3, when they
sacked him like 9 times. Sacked him 9 times.
We thought he was gonna die.
Yeah.
Did they only carry 2 quarterbacks that season?
No, they carried 3.
Who was the third?
Last season?
No, when they had Andy Dalton and Justin.
It was Andy Dalton, Justin Fields, and an older guy. It wasn't Chase Daniel. He was gone, I want to say.
I might have been Chase Daniel.
Or maybe was it Chase Daniel?
No, it definitely wasn't Chase Daniel.
I know they all.
He was long gone to like the Chargers or something.
I know they had. Well, I remember he did go to the Chiefs for. I know they had 3. Because remember one game.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Bear down, baby.
He played against the Jets. Justin had got hurt with his foot. Number 12, he played against the Jets, and everybody was like, "Oh, he looks better playing with the Jets under Luke Getsy's system than Justin did." Number 12, right?
I can't remember who that is.
In the chat, somebody help me out.
Somebody know that? Please help us.
Yeah.
Like I can see. Oh my God. Chris, where was he at? It was against the Jets, and he started looking good in the first half, and then all of a sudden he stopped throwing the ball.
Well, shit, that can be every damn Chicago quarterback that we going ahead. All of them probably had about one good half, and then after that, it's just
especially for Luke
Suck
Getsy.
City.
Well, hey, until we figure that out, what do you all think about this? Case Keenum should be number 2.
That's gonna be an interesting battle
behind Caleb.
Yeah,
Case Keenum.
I mean, I can see it because of the experience. You know, there's not a defense that he hasn't seen. You know, when you've been playing,
and he's had productive seasons. Actually,
yeah, he has had some productive seasons. And when you've gone and played the quarterback position for that long, I think he's been in the league 10+ years. You know, he knows damn near the offenses. He just has to get down the jargon. So I don't know if it was Nathan Peterman. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised when it comes down to that. If Case Keenum is the number 2, I'm fine with that. You know, I just think that's a very interesting battle between him and Tyson Bagent.
I'll say, oh my God, the scrolls. I don't know if we can repeat that.
Whoa. Case is substantially.
Hey, don't read it. Don't read it.
Bagent. I'm not gonna say that. I'll say Bagent.
Here's my take on that. If you put
Case said Nick Foles.
No, it wasn't Nick Foles.
No, it wasn't Nick Foles.
That's why I think it was Nathan Peterman, but if my memory serves, but we can look it up.
I don't remember him playing a regular season game.
The guy came in and played against the Jets against Justin. I mean, with Justin Gary. It wasn't Tyson Bagent. I can't think of the kid's name.
I don't even care.
But here's my take on that, though. Case Keenum becoming number 2, to me, just literally said that you're shopping Tyson Bagent. Because there's no future for Case Keenum here beyond a backup and a mentor. They keep saying Tyson Bagent is good enough to play.
Mhm.
Well, if he's good enough to play, then that means some other team might think he's good enough to play or be a backup, not demoted to the third string.
Yeah. And let me tell people this too. Please, would you guys quit believing everything that's on the damn internet?
Yeah, for real,
Someone was talking about Ron said, would the Bears sign Michael Parsons? Not to say that you believe it, Ron. The Bears, there's probably no chance in hell that the Bears will go after Michael Parsons. First of all, the compensation that you will have to give up to get him.
At least the Khalil Mack.
That's one.
At least that.
That's one. Two, the amount of money that you will have to sit up there and pay him.
Luxury tax.
Man, you talking about what? Maybe I think he's looking upwards of what, 40 million a year.
So he's got to get between TJ and Miles at the low, right?
No, I think he's gonna go
because Bosa got under.
He's gonna try to go over both of them.
Then we can.
And he has a legitimate. There could be a case made that he can be the highest paid defensive player in football.
We can't afford that.
No, we cannot. And I know that there's been all types of things on the internet saying, "Oh yeah, the Bears are gonna go after Michael Parsons." Yeah, all right. You want to put some money on that?
Well, they did try to go after Trey Hendrickson, probably until they heard that dollar amount.
I mean, yeah, but
because think about it, they've got to fall in some domino order of 1 and 2, right? Whoever hits first.
Well, many people say you go for a guy like Michael Parsons when you're like a Michael Parsons away from
Matt Barkley
being a Super Bowl.
No. Trey Hendricks makes you win now. Michael Parsons is now and the future.
Yeah, but are you a Michael Parsons away from going to the Super Bowl, being a contender?
The Bears, no.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why they were saying like not Chicago, maybe a team like a Buffalo.
Were we a Khalil Mack away from going to the Super Bowl though?
Shit.
Not really.
I mean,
he's a great starting piece.
That year, yeah.
Trevor Siemian.
Okay. I'm about to say Nathan. It was somebody like that.
That year, yeah, they shit. Hell, we didn't get that damn double doink and what's his name, Anthony Miller fall on that damn ball. We might have went to the damn Super Bowl, but
true indeed.
But yeah,
however,
I'll say no to a Michael Parsons. I'm good.
I only say not that we wouldn't want him because of edge rush of him and Sweat, but he's not a traditional edge rusher either.
Nah, he's 6'3", 245 pounds.
He's like a Leonard Floyd almost, just way better. Because he's coming from that linebacker spot. He's not hand in the dirt.
Yeah, but the thing is,
rusher.
The thing is, he's the type of guy that plays the run and pass.
True, but he does he fit Dennis Allen's scheme?
He may not fit his prototype, but I think he can fit his scheme because he's going to play.
Well, the prototype, Dennis Allen like big guys.
Yeah, exactly. That's why our damn line is like fucking basketball team.
Yeah.
6'6" and taller.
That's a big dude.
We got the 6'8" dude just got hurt, but when he came, he played in the Saints too. The big 6'8" kid.
That's who 69 was that I was asking.
I didn't know if it was Deo or him.
No, Deo
is
he's
because that dude that was number 69 out there at Family Day.
That's the kid they just got from the Saints.
That dude was tall as
he's
hell.
6'8". I want to say like 6'8", 290.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
He's a big cat, but that's a Dennis Allen type, Calais Campbell type size.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
But a Parsons, I mean, you're talking about a kid that's compared to Lawrence Taylor. Hell, I kind of do want that on the team, but not if we can't afford it. Yeah. Because right now, what can you really offer Dallas? 2 first rounds. You're gonna have to throw in a couple players.
Well, and this is something that somebody else says. You do that move if you are certain that you have your quarterback. And the question is that everybody keeps asking, is Caleb your quarterback? Me personally, I think that he is. And the reason why I say that is because everybody's looking at the win-loss record. Because tell me this, if Caleb threw for 3,500 yards, 20 TDs and 6 interceptions, and the Bears was 11-6 and made the playoffs. Oh my God, Caleb Williams had a great year. Oh, that was a fantastic year.
Awesome.
Oh, but because he completed 63% of his passes, passed for over 3,500 yards, had 20 TDs and 6 interceptions, sacked 68 times.
I was about to say, but does he
and the
have
Bears
that and
went
still get
5
sacked
and
68
12.
times? In
He
that
had a
11
bad
and,
season.
but in that 11-6, do we eliminate the 68?
Yeah, I don't think he gets sacked 68 times.
No, I don't think that he.
No, it's not true
no.
because there were seven games within one score this year still.
Yeah,
Back-to-back
like
seasons.
6 to 7.
6 to 7 games.
6 to
Back-to-back
7 games where they
seasons.
lost by 8 points or less.
So could it be the sack stop them from winning?
I don't think it'll be that many.
I don't think sacks will stop. Because, like I said, there's games that you can go back to and you say, okay, he drove us down the field and put us in position to win. The Green Bay game did that. Won one, lost one.
Right.
You know, the Washington game led us down the field. Took for Tyreek Stevenson to holler at some bad chick in the damn field and tell her, like, yeah, we won, and then he blows that.
She still probably ain't giving none.
There was a game where they played that second week of the season when they was in Houston.
Did you hear him?
Huh? Oh yeah, I heard tonight. Probably still didn't give him that. You know, so
sorry, kids.
So let's just look at it this way.
Well, are you looking at it from
complete
growth
63% of your passes,
right,
for 3,500 yards, 20 TDs, 6 interceptions, and not only that, he set the NFL rookie record for most pass attempts without an interception.
He had the streak, correct?
Yeah. So do you sit up there and think like, oh man, that's a kid that had a bad year?
So watch this. Let's say that kid's name was James Smith. Oh, that's a great season for James Smith. That is not a great season for what's expected from a Caleb Williams.
Well, and I'll put it to you like this:
you have to bring that into context.
Yeah, you can bring it into the context, but guess what? But guess what? That just shows you how smart or lack of intelligence that they have, because you can't sit up there and say, oh, because this kid did this in college, oh, and he looks this way, we expect him to come into the NFL, which is at the highest level, and expect him to do the same shit that he did in college, in the pros. So that just shows you your lack of intelligence. Because me and JB, we simply said, don't put too much on a kid. Let him come in and be a game manager. And because there's a very good quarterback.
Kirk Cousins is a game manager. Ain't he the richest quarterback in contracts?
I got one that's better than that. That a guy that's probably a future Hall of Famer that started out as a game manager. Russell Wilson. And when you look at when Russell Wilson came into his own, you can put his fucking numbers against Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, Russ cook was not the same as when Russ was with Legion of Boom.
With the Legion of Boom.
Yeah, correct.
He was a strictly, let me hand the ball off to Marshawn, let the defense do their thing, and I'll throw in a pass here and there to help this team win.
Very efficient, very, very, very methodical.
Yes. And that's what they should have did with Caleb Williams last year.
Now, I'll say this to that, though, with Ben Johnson coming in, because he's got one of the ultimate run-pass balance things going on. Like, very few times in NFL history has a team had a 4,000-plus yard passer with 30-plus touchdowns and 2,000 yards rushers. We don't see that unless we're playing, like, Madden Tecmo Bowl or something like that. So Ben Johnson does have balance. He does really value the running game. That can take a lot of pressure off of Caleb as well.
Again, 12-man personnel. That's why they went and got that boy from Michigan.
But player for player, obviously we're not going to compare them to Detroit. But scheme-wise, if I can limit the amount of times you get hit and or sacked because we're handing the ball off or play action in real scenarios, real time, not giving Doug Kramer the ball on the one, but actually giving it to Roshan or whoever, Kyle Monangai, whatever.
Who actually looked good
who, when you put him under center, the first thing that we've been taught. When you're in shotgun with back to the right, left, or empty, 60% of the time that's a pass. You tilting your hand. You're showing your hand. But when you come in under center, the play action, which Ben Johnson has masterfully ran, Now you give options. Caleb doesn't get hit as much as long as his reads are correct, right? So give him new life. Give him an opportunity to not sit up there and be like, okay, you and shotgun, you come with that, read it and get it done. Yeah, because I did it in college, yeah, but you didn't have a 6'6" guy that runs a 4.2.
Well, I'll put it to you like this too. I want to give a shout out. Let's give a shout out to the haters that's in the chat too. Our boy Don Burr is in here hating.
Haterade!
Give a shout out to Don Burr out there hating as usual. We welcome you to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. We love it when you in here. He says most passes without an interception is so misleading. Look at how many deep shots he didn't take when it was underneath bubble screens, laughing out loud, or screen passes, period, for Caleb. He did take shots down the field. The thing was he wasn't completing them. He much rather, we all know, if you play football, I much rather have my quarterback overshoot me than underthrow me. Because usually when you underthrow, that's when the picks come. You can talk about the bubble screens all you want. Hell, I've seen bubble screens get taken shit. Matter of fact,
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore sit up there and got popped throwing the damn, got popped when a bubble screen was thrown his way. Bubble screens can be picked off, especially the defense know that it's coming. Don't try to take away from what the young man did. I mean, hell, it wasn't like he threw 5 fucking interceptions in the goddamn playoff game, and then everybody wants to blame the fucking head coach and sit up there and say, oh, he was thinking about going to Chicago.
He's just hating.
That would be Jared Goff.
Yeah, it would be. And speaking of which, let's just say about Detroit. Y'all lost both of your coordinators. So let's see how good you're going to be, because this is the thing. Last time I checked, when Jared Goff was in Los Angeles under the great offensive mind, Sean McVay, he didn't look too hot. They traded his ass up out of there.
He had 2 mediocre seasons and 2 real good
seasons.
But they
traded, but I put it to you like this. He went to the Super Bowl early. They traded his ass up out of there got Stafford. And then the next year,
that same year they won.
Yeah, they go to the fucking Super Bowl. And then the same guy, Ben Johnson, that Don Burr doesn't like to give his credit to, sit up there and took your franchise and your quarterback and made him look like he's one of the best quarterbacks in the fucking league. Right. But you know, it's a typical when a divorce happens, you know, or a woman gets mad because she got cheated on, or you know, the man left her for her best friend. You know, she's a scorned woman. This is okay.
So Don Burr is a scorned woman.
But even with that being said,
I'm just saying, it sounds like it.
Hold on. Can we kind of give Jared Goff the same media expectations that we gave Caleb, because he was the number 1 pick? So there was a lot expected of Jared Goff early on, to where maybe the change of scenery resurrected his career.
Well, the thing was, Jared Goff was never considered a franchise. I mean, not a franchise, but a generational talent.
No, but he still was the number 1 overall pick.
He was the number 1 overall pick, but that's one of the reasons why I said up there said the media sometimes can't be too smart, because you give the guy the label as a generational talent, and then if he doesn't sit up there, it doesn't play up to those standards.
You just built yourself an out. You just built yourself an out, because if I say you're a generational talent, you gotta produce. If I say, oh, you're just a very good number 1. If he's great, I told you he was very good. If he's not that great, well, you know, I told you he's only good.
I told you he's good enough.
He's good enough. He needs time.
I mean, any
quarterback. I'm still waiting for Tua, but that's another story. You know, like all these people that are supposed to be great. The thing about it is this, ladies and gentlemen in TV land. Caleb Williams, love him, hate him. He's got talent. He definitely can play the quarterback position. Yes, he is flawed. And yes, he is arrogant, but not hopelessly arrogant. I feel that Ben Johnson can either get something out of him to where he gets the job done efficiently and adequately enough for us to at least say we're trending in the right direction. But if his own hubris gets in the way, right, then I can see Ben Johnson saying, yeah, I don't know about this guy. You know, Arch Manning's coming out and we got a chance. I can see him, or Nussmeier from LSU, right? Yeah. I can see him contemplating that.
Oh, I don't think they will go. I don't even think.
If we 5-12 again, absolutely.
Even
If we 8-9 or 9-8,
if we're
there's
5-12
progress.
and Caleb is all right. So this is what's so funny.
Let's say we 5-12 with the same numbers.
Everybody talks about what the quarterback's done and how they look. Caleb, the last, I want to say, 5 or 6 games of the season, threw 11 TDs and 1 interception. But here it is, everybody's
It's pretty goddamn good to me.
Oh,
I mean,
okay. Scrolls. Did you see what Scrolls said? Goff eventually wins a Super Bowl if he stays in LA with McVay. No chance under the 0-16 Dan Campbell. Remember they did well. No, was it 0-16 or was like 3 and
I don't think Dan Campbell ever went 0-16.
That was Dan Orlovsky's team that went 0-16, right?
Yeah, that was the wrong Dan. Yeah, Dan Orlovsky's team probably.
Because I want to say that first year didn't Dan Campbell go like 3 and something? And
Don Burr, you gotta stop hating so much. Johnny Manziel 2.0. I know you wish all you Detroit fans.
Well, arrogance-wise, I agree with him, but talent-wise, absolutely not.
I can't even see arrogance.
Caleb is way more talented than Johnny Manziel.
He's not even as arrogant as Johnny Manziel. He doesn't celebrate. Johnny Manziel throw one damn TD and he's out there talking about money. I had to like.
Caleb throw one TD and he was like nail polish. So,
nah.
What was the sign we never supposed to do?
Shit, if he bring us a Super Bowl, I girl all damn day.
Hey, Ben Johnson said, "Man, you better go get a clear coat. Stop playing." It's going to be. I just don't understand how the media can paint pictures because the media have their favorites, and when there's a person that's a simple target to jump on, let's jump on that target. Right now, Caleb Williams is that target. You have to make news.
Every single throw that he throw, we talking about fucking practice.
Okay, AI.
Practice. Every single fucking throw that he has is being scrutinized from him throwing a ball in a fucking net. That's ridiculous.
But you know what they're saying with that, right? The best quarterback, the best coach, marriage, let's get it going. However, for Caleb, one thing with Caleb for me, what he has to do is he has to own not only his successes, but his failures. When he came out, I want to say it was last week, week before, I don't feel pressure. There is no pressure. Man, you got sacked 68 times and probably hit 112. Man, you got some pressure, son. You got some pressure. Miss me with that foolishness. Humble yourself, reflect, and I'm talking about mirror moment reflection. Not just reflect because somebody told you to reflect. Mirror moment. Look at yourself and be like, you know what? Damn, man, I should have just did this. Blah, blah. Have a true reflection period because guess what? All them 68 sacks wasn't just on the line.
But this is the thing, though. That same kid that you're talking about, he did go into press conferences and then say that he needs to get better. And that some of them was on him. So it's not that he sitting up there saying, if he don't feel pressure, then fine, that's on him. If that's what gets him through this shit and make him a better goddamn quarterback, I don't give a fuck what he say. Let him say there ain't no damn pressure. As long as you just sit up there and just win games for the Chicago Bears. That's all I care about. You can sit up there and say, hell, I had dinner with the damn Dalai Lama for all I care, and it didn't happen.
I want to throw this to the chat. If you're telling me, not you, but media, whatever, that Caleb Williams gets a pass for saying that there's no pressure and he doesn't feel it, if he fails, then what? Because pressure from Ben Johnson, pressure from Ryan Poles, pressure from your teammates, self-imposed pressure, expectations, media. This kid may be delusional or he may be lying to us and saying, well, I'm just that cold. I don't feel pressure. Man, pressure busts pipes, and there's a lot of pressure on you this year, period. And to me, he would be a better person if he admitted, yes, I do know there's high expectations. Yes, there will be some pressure, but I'm here for it. I'm up to the challenge. I will work hard. I will show up. I will stay early, come in early, stay late. That's different than saying, "Oh, there's no pressure," because that's the arrogance that I speak of, which links me to the whole Johnny Manziel thing.
He is nowhere near on. I gotta disagree. He is
I just said
nowhere
links
near.
me. I didn't say tit for tat.
Well, shit. Then you know what? You can link every goddamn quarterback on the 32 goddamn teams because all of them got some type of arrogance.
Hell, Peyton Manning was like, "Oh, I feel the pressure," and he's one of the greatest.
Peyton Manning was an arrogant motherfucker too. He was real fucking arrogant.
But he felt the pressure and
because
he
Peyton
embraced
Manning
the
thought
pressure.
he was the smartest motherfucker on the planet.
Well, that he might have been.
So each and every quarterback has arrogance about him. That's one thing that they
every quarterback has.
So wait, inherently, doesn't arrogance come with the position?
Yes.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you can't embrace the fact that there is pressure.
Well, it may not be no pressure to him.
Then you know what? If you go 5-12 again, is he gonna feel some pressure next year when his ass?
Well, it depends on
absolutely.
Well, it depends on how. Well, hold on. It depends on how that 5-12 was. Was that on him or was that on the coaching staff? Because they went 5-12.
On him anyway.
Hold on, because they went 5-12 last year, and I can't sit up there and say that. Oh, the 5-12 was on him. The 5-12 was on the idiot fucking coaching staff that we got. How many games did they cost us last year?
No, well, last year wasn't as many as the year before. Last year was 3. The year before.
Shit, nah, they might have cost us more than fucking 3.
Well, what the media deemed as coaches costing the game this year was 3. Last year, the year before last, it was 4.
Okay. Well, I want to talk. Oh, go ahead, T, because I
was just gonna say he's a quarterback. He's gonna get some of the blame regardless.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that he's gonna be completely oblivious to the blame. I'm just saying that he's going to sit up there. If it depends on how that 5-12 happened. Like we saw 5-12 last year. There's nobody's going to sit up there and say, "Oh yeah, that 5-12 was because of Caleb Williams and the way he played." Because if it was,
you know what, I push.
Now Eberflus will still be our head coach, right?
But no.
Oh God,
I push on that because there were the games where he threw for 82 yards. There were the games where maybe he didn't have the interceptions, but he had the 43% completion percentage. Like there were games where he just did not perform. He did not play.
But was it his fault that the reason why
he made
they
the throws,
sit up there long? Well, the thing is this. Let me go ahead and let motherfuckers come in on your ass and see how many you complete.
Let me
give you 3 offensive coordinators with 2 head coaches, and let me see what you're gonna sit up there and do. And this your rookie year. You coming in there green.
Wait, I'm not this John.
Nah.
That knows.
Nah.
Okay, I'm fresh out of college.
Yeah.
22
And
years
I'm not coming up with excuses for him. I'm just sitting up there stating things that's obvious facts. Like right now, since y'all want to.
I already said you got to give him time to develop. You and me both have said that.
Yeah. Since we talking about players that's coming up on a team and players that's in camp. What about this guy? This is J.C. Richardson. Is that his name?
That's his name. But
look.
Give me your take.
My thing is this: if you're constantly making plays in practice. Mm-hmm. You have no choice but to be in the conversation as far as making the squad. I don't care if you were an undrafted free agent. If that's what they're seeing in practice now, if he starts doing this in the games, absolutely he's going to have a chance to make this squad.
Whose position is he taking?
Shit, hell, let's see.
See, that's the...
No, because the thing about him, the great thing about the kid is he also plays special teams.
Always a place for a guy on special teams.
It's always a place.
When we got him, did we expect this?
Who are we talking about?
J.C. Richardson.
J.C. Richardson, the kid that constantly undrafted free agent.
I'm sorry, J.P.
Richardson.
J.P., J.C., whatever his name is. J.C.,
J. Rich is what we're going to
I'll say this. Y'all remember Dane Seisenbacher?
From the CFL, the little receiver?
No, I think he was from Michigan State.
But it wasn't in the CBL? I mean, the CFL at first?
I don't think so. He was an undrafted rookie.
Little Wes Welker type.
Yeah.
I definitely remember him. Special teams.
Justin, what's up?
So I compared J.P. Richardson to him.
Really?
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Hold on. I want to know this. How long were you going to allow me to mess up his name before you can correct me? I said JC about 5 times.
Right. And I co-signed.
Right.
Well, I compared the two. only because Dame was undrafted, JP undrafted. They made a couple big plays, practice in preseason. Preseason is what got him the roster spot. JP Richardson has that same opportunity. We saw something in practice, so now we see something in preseason. He can have that same exact opportunity to sneak in and get a spot.
Well, all right, so let's count down the wide receivers.
I was about to say, because remember that happened last year with the 6'7" kids.
So we already know DJ's there.
Tyler Scott is on the bubble.
Yeah, Tyler Scott.
He is on the bubble.
He ain't gonna make it.
So you got DJ, you got Rome, you got Lufa. That's what I call
Lufa.
him.
Oh, you got to get
and you got
Zacchaeus.
and you got Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus.
Alameda Zacchaeus. You have to have Zacchaeus because he's been
So that's 4 right
That's
there.
4.
JP,
That's 4. JP can sneak in there.
Tyler Scott.
I mean, he's going to have to do a hell of a job on special teams.
No, the guy we got for punt return,
Devin Duvernay.
So he has a good chance.
Well, Duvernay is just there for returns. He's not
so
there.
he has a good chance.
Yeah, but my thing is
to,
this: if you sit up there and you got a guy like you said, he's there for returns, right? There's been times. I mean, we was at Family Fest that we saw Lufa.
They can line him up. They were lining him up at wide receiver.
Yeah, they had Lufa back there, catching punts.
Yeah.
So, Devin Duvernay is not guaranteed
up
a spot, on this squad. But if the kid JP Richardson keeps constantly showing himself and showing his ass out there, how you gonna deny the kid?
Right. But my point is, I'm not saying deny him. What spot do you take him? Because now if you have Duvernay, who's a specialist, Lufer, who can, then to me, Richardson has to take Scott's spot because Scott is the odd man out, because Scott has proved that he couldn't get in the return game, and he was not. He got speed, but he wasn't the best receiver.
He's a pussy.
Oh, the language.
Yeah. Let's just call a spade a spade. He's a pussy.
Sipping my water.
He's a pussy.
Hey.
So I mean, he's not gonna stick. I think
I won't call him that. I'm just saying that I don't.
We talking about Tyler Scott?
Yeah.
I mean, he has a problem with his hands.
He can't catch.
Yeah. And that's,
I just think he's just not good at what he was brought in.
And unfortunately, that's what you need to be.
I mean, you need to be able to use your hands.
Maybe he should be a DB. Or go to Steve Smith's camp, catching the ball.
Eventually, if you just keep knocking the ball down, the coach is gonna say, "Hey, catch the fucking ball, man.
Hey, this ain't for you."
right. So
we know another guy that they were talking about was Cal Monongai.
Hey, I don't think he looked bad at Family Fest.
No.
Give me your NFL comp to Kyle Monongai today.
I'll tell you a guy that they had similar 40 numbers.
Clyde
Hilaire, because of the size, right?
Yes.
The size
and the speed.
No, not the speed.
No, not the speed.
You don't think the speed?
No.
I think the speed.
No.
For whatever reason, Clyde had game speed. Clyde gets up out of there.
Yeah, Clyde gets up out of there.
Okay. All right.
But you know what's so crazy is that guess who else ran a 4.6?
Who?
Colston Loveland.
No.
Who?
David Montgomery coming out of Iowa State.
Man, he improved his to a sub 4.4 though. I remember when he did the speed training. So he was at like a 4.48, 4.49.
But yeah,
I'm still hurt about that, man. I'm still hurt about that.
Yeah, but
I mean, running powerfully. So if you say, what if I said less Clyde Edwards-Helaire and more Isaiah Pacheco because he runs hard.
But still,
Pacheco was picked in the 7th round.
Isaiah Pacheco has breakaway speed. That's the thing. Like Monongai, he has.
I haven't seen him get loose yet.
No, it's gonna be hard for him to get loose because he doesn't have that.
He don't have gear
burst.
4 and 5.
Yeah, he doesn't have that burst. He can probably get away, try to bounce it to the outside. Now, I think he's probably faster than a 4.6, not by too much. But yeah, it's gonna
game speed, adrenaline,
yeah,
angles.
yeah. You're just gonna have to wait and see.
He's not a home run hitter, but he's a
not
move
by
the
any
chain
means.
back.
Yeah, not by any means is he a game breaker. But he,
well,
like
you know,
said,
I already told you I don't think Swift is a game breaker. So now
I think Swift. What do you mean? Like, I think if Swift gets a good speed ahead, shit, he's gone.
no, I said a game breaker, meaning like.
Well,
I don't think Swift will get 1,500 yards and 10 touchdowns.
I mean, the thing about Swift,
he's no Jahmyr Gibbs.
No, I mean Swift doesn't have the best vision either. So
you notice that too. Like he runs into
and he does go down pretty easily. So hopefully he's going to improve.
That was him. That wasn't no Sean Moreno. That was him and but Nick Chubb, right? Yeah. Swift and Chubb was in Georgia backfield.
Yeah.
So that was your thunder and lightning kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so is Mononga going to be? Because I think Roschon Johnson.
Roschon is actually looking pretty good. Like I said,
I didn't
poo-poo on Roschon last year because one, he was hurt. Two, he wasn't given the opportunities.
I
don't know why would people sitting up there so quickly and easy to bash on this young man when he wasn't given opportunities. He was a short down back. He was banged up last year. Our line was fucking terrible. So everybody wanted to poo-poo on him and make it seem like, oh, Roschon, I'm just tired of seeing. Like, well, what were you really looking for, Roschon? Were you looking for Roschon to be the feature back? Because last time I checked, that's why the fuck you paid Swift $9 million.
Yeah.
So you were looking for Roschon to come in and be your power back. It's so funny how quickly the media can sit out there and turn on you and completely forget like there's nothing.
The major spin, fellas, you have Roschon back on the roster. But there's games when you gave Doug Kramer the ball.
You're not gonna let that go.
Hell no.
Or
because David Montgomery told us, like, why am I not getting the ball on the 1 yard line?
Or you're sitting up there and you're playing Indianapolis and you got the ball like on a fucking 2 and you decide to run a fucking
toss. It was a toss left.
When their whole goddamn line, first of all, they had the advantage any damn way. The numbers.
I think they knew the play.
They might have knew the play. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Another game that the coaching staff fucking blew.
Kyle Mononga is gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
I don't think he'll be bad. I just don't think he's not going to be the next guy in Bears running back lore. He's going to be a guy that we hope. I remember when we were talking very, very passionately as a fan base about Tariq Cohen pre-injury. Mm-hmm. Tariq Cohen was a jackknife. He could catch out the backfield. He could line up a receiver. He could return punts. He can run. Tariq Cohen was one of those guys. But you know what Tariq Cohen never got? He never got that top billing. Then he got hurt. And he never came back. So the last time we had a number one featured back was David Montgomery, who we did not use correctly because you see what he did in Detroit, 1,000 yards, 10 plus touchdowns.
Better offensive line.
But just giving him the ball. We literally, in my opinion, you all can let me know how you feel. We haven't had a stud running back since Matt Forte, y'all. I'm talking about a stud, regardless if the line was good or not. He was going to do what he do.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
And I don't think Swift
Montgomery would have been him had
he
given
could have been
time.
Right?
I don't think he would have been.
Maybe not in the passing game.
He would have been. I think he would.
But I think Montgomery would have consistently gave us 1,200 to 1,300 yards with a bad line.
Jordan Howard was good, but he wouldn't.
Jordan Howard didn't have his breakaway speed. He was 3 yards behind the dust. He was a throwback.
I
liked him.
Catch him from 15 yards behind. You catch that dude. He's going down.
I like Jordan Howard. Don't get me wrong. Like he fit. He fit what we were trying to do with that team. Like run the ball 3 to 4 yards.
But tell the truth, I can see Cal Mononga being on Jordan Howard.
Just small.
You just think about it like Cal Mononga, Rutgers, Jordan Howard, Indiana. You know, neither one on gangway breakaway
football. Yeah.
Not gang breakaway speed. One thing I wanted to touch on too was the practice today. I don't know if anybody in the chat knows what was Cole Kmet's injury. They said he walked off and walked with the trainer.
I saw that. They didn't disclose.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe was it like a hip or something?
They didn't say what.
Because I'm talking about the way we looked at him walking.
Oh, I didn't see.
Like he wasn't favoring a knee, a foot, or something. That's one thing. Like, was it a hip and lower body is probably what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and then I heard this was the most physical practice in the last 10 years, according to some of the local media was there. I heard there was scrums between. They said Roma Dubas, they took off his helmet and went after Jonathan Owens because Jonathan Owens kept hitting him after the play.
Oh, wow.
Your left tackle, what's his name? Braxton Jones got into it with, who did he get into it? He got into it with somebody, I think it was Deo, and then I think Javon Dexter came and pushed him. And, it was plenty of good scrummages today. So, and I'm happy to sit up there and see it because now we see that fire, physicality.
Yes.
I hope they didn't break it up.
Yes. Yes. Let them do a fight.
2 minutes. Go get it.
Let them fight.
Yeah. Like hockey. Go get it.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Well, one thing I want to come back to Case Keenum.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he wasn't terrible at that Family Fest. He wasn't killing him, but he wasn't terrible for what he's supposed to be. And that's why I think he could be number 2 behind Caleb. But like you said, if he moves to number 2, then you got to shop Bajan.
You have to.
Because Bajan ain't gonna settle for.
Because it's too many,
3
like to your point,
on the same team.
It's too many David Huffs or whatever however you say his name, that will clamor for Bajan and make a controversial statement that he should be starting. No, that he grasped the offense better than Caleb. He'll never say he should start over Caleb, but he'll say he grasped the offense better. And I've seen that with some pundits, right? If we go back to the Justin Fields time, look at how many times people are like, oh, look at the command that Tyson Bagent has in the offense. Blah, 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 blah. Saying the same thing here. If you're telling me that in Ben Johnson's system, I need more of a Case Keenum guy than a Tyson Bagent guy, then those same reporters sit up there and come back and say, oh, well, Ben Johnson's offense runs better with a Case Keenum and a Tyson Bagent. Then what are you saying about your number 1 pick? What are you really saying about your number 1 pick? Is he inept? Does he not just get it? Is he better than advertised? Like, what are we saying about the number 1 pick? Because eventually, somebody besides the fans gonna have to get behind this kid, right? And if Case Keenum is your backup, how soon before you start hearing the murmurs if Caleb starts off slow? What they do in the bullpen?
Well, one thing we got to think about too is also there's a lot of predictions about where the Bears are going to end up in the NFC North. Some people got them at.
I've heard 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, I heard 3rd or 4th too. But
from reputable people.
Yeah, but everybody in that division has, things that's not looking too good. Like Detroit lost offensive linemen,
and 2 coordinators.
And 2 coordinators. Green Bay, they got mediocre wide receivers. They got rid of their best damn fucking cornerback. And Jordan Love has a turnover problem.
But even with Jair Alexander being out I think he was out for like 6 games, the Packers were like the 5th best defense in the league.
It won't be.
No, I'm saying the Packers defense wasn't the problem. They defense was good.
Yeah, but their defense be hit and miss some years.
No, they're not going to miss Jair that much. Not that much. But watch him go to Baltimore and ball out. So that's just how that works.
And then you got Minnesota.
A lot on your boy.
Yeah, JJ.
A lot on JJ McCarthy, man. A lot on him. But one thing though, he can damn sure hand that ball off to Aaron Jones. He's always gonna give the Bears problems. always.
I saw, because I got the little thing where you can go and look at like TV in Minnesota and all that. Kevin O'Connell got a lot of faith in JJ McCarthy. And the little bit of footage I saw, about 7 minutes, he was letting that thing ride, man. He looked good.
Well, you want to know what's crazy? He was letting that shit ride in the preseason last year
Before he so right. I forgot about that. Hey, you so right.
Yeah, he was letting that thing ride in the preseason.
Because Sam Darnold was never supposed to start.
No. He was letting that thing
JJ
ride.
got an arm.
Yo, he does
He
have an
got an
arm.
arm.
He
reminded me of Joe Burrow a little bit.
He's just never, his time in Michigan, JJ, straight bullets. Never had that air or that touch on it.
They didn't call plays for that. It was, I'm open, baby.
No. They called plays for it. It was just that he would a lot of times overshoot his wide receivers because he's not getting that touch on it. He's not getting the air on it.
He too Jeff George.
Straight bullets.
So
Straight
then
bullets.
let me ask y'all this. Is Minnesota in worse position now to beat the Bears in the first game since Addison has been suspended?
Okay, I missed that one. What happened with
He's suspended for the first 3 games of the
performance enhancement?
I don't
Gambling?
know.
I think it was like some gambling or something like that.
See,
Yeah.
I'll say Addison is a really good number 2, but like you said, you still have Aaron Jones, you still got T.J. Hockenson, and you got the man-child Justin Jefferson over there. So I'm not going to sit up there and say
they ain't gonna miss him that much.
And it's Monday night here for both of them.
What'd you say, Chris?
I mean, with Minnesota's a wild card. You got what's his name over there? Brian Flores is the defensive coordinator. You know he's going to be exotic. He's one of the best.
He got Caleb Miller anyway.
He's got one of the best defensive. He's one of the best defensive minds in football. He loves to blitz. Don't know where it's coming from. So that's going to be a task in itself. Kevin O'Connell, very underrated coach, doesn't get his flowers. Yeah, and it's gonna be very entertaining to see how exactly they play. I think a lot of it's gonna ride on JJ because the one thing that JJ gives them that Sam Darnold doesn't give them is the ability to run with the ball.
Oh yeah, because JJ will get up out of there.
Yeah, he'll get up out of there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
JJ did a lot of running in Michigan as well.
Yeah.
Like JJ got
actually his rookie year. I mean his freshman year, he was basically
the running back,
the damn RPO guy where he just holds on to the damn ball and takes off. So that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be this particular division is going to be very unpredictable because I can see Detroit not winning it. I can see Green Bay not winning it. I can see us not winning. I can see Minnesota not winning it. I can see a place where Minnesota does win it. Detroit is naturally the favorites. Green Bay, depending on
they scare me.
Depending on how what's his name, Buddy Love over there do.
Jordan.
Depending on how he
Wait a minute. So you said Detroit is naturally the favorites.
They are
the favorites, yes.
But you said naturally.
Yeah, they're naturally the favorites.
because they won.
Look what they're gonna do in the last 2 years. Last 2 years.
But earlier I don't know if it was you or JB that said, but they lost both of their main guys.
Yeah, but the thing is, like I said, they did lose both of their coordinators, and they did lose some offensive linemen. So you still don't know, but naturally they are the favorites. If you're sitting up there, you're going to Vegas. Vegas is putting the odds on Detroit to win.
Yeah,
even though they lost their man.
Even though they lost,
but you got to look at the context behind that because the offensive coordinator, I don't know that much about the defensive coordinator, but the offensive coordinator not only worked with and under Ben Johnson, but he also worked with Sean Payton. He's done this before. He's not a novice. He's not somebody that's just like, oh, here you want to be an offensive coordinator. So the scheme and the verbiage is probably similar to what they've been going through. It's the play calling that would come into question with this guy.
Who's replacing Aaron Glenn?
I don't remember the guy's name, but I don't have much. But in Detroit's defense, their injuries kind of plagued them because they had injuries at all three levels. Aiden Hutchinson got hurt. Then the linebacker got hurt. Then was it Jeff Okuda or something got hurt?
Yeah, they got rid of Jeff.
Yeah, got rid of Jeff Okuda. And then another people got hurt. So they had a lot of injuries on the defensive side of the ball going into that playoff run, which is why, with a healthy regime and all that.
That's why I said that it's going to be very unpredictable because hell, the Bears, if they get that stuff right, they got plenty of weapons. They can sit up there. If the offense gets to clicking early, who knows where they can go?
I'll say this because the Bears now strength of schedule has dropped from 3rd to 5th. They have the 5th hardest strength of schedule. To me, it has nothing to do, and push me on this. It has nothing to do with the way the Bears start. It has to do with the way they finish this season because we're going to expect a choppy start. We're going to expect it to take time for Caleb. So that first game, like if we beat Minnesota 16-9, be happy, right? Be happy. It's not going to be that 28-point, 36-point explosion.
Well, that's why. But that's the exact reason why I stood up there and said if they start off hot early,
well, hot can be winning.
Yeah,
just not.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Explosive numbers.
Yeah, they ain't have to have explosive numbers. Like hot as far as me is winning the game. If they
win.
start off and they start winning, you'll think as the season goes on, the offense and everything
it'll catch up.
It'll catch up and get better.
Yeah, that's we're talking the same language.
Yeah, I'd much rather start off fast and hot than sit up there and try to turn it on late.
Similar to last year where we did start, but it's like the regime's just.
Oh yeah, I mean, because we win that game in Washington, we're 5-2. There's a good chance
the trajectory changes.
Yeah, and then you playing Arizona and fucking New England.
New England coming out the Washington game.
And let's just say that they actually got their heads on straight. You're probably looking at 7-2.
I think. Well, you know what? I think for me, I think we still lose that Arizona game.
No, I don't think so. Fuck no.
They could not stop James Conner. The defense could not stop James Conner.
But the crazy part about it was,
am I lying to you? They just couldn't stop.
No, but it was so damn bad. They didn't even lose.
It was tough.
No, they didn't. But Arizona played the perfect game. Like, we're gonna grind you because you died.
Yeah, but the thing was, the team was checked out by then. I think they would have easily got past Arizona. I think they would have easily got past New England. You're looking at probably a 7-2 football team.
Well, the New England game, remember, we only scored 3 field goals.
Yeah, but hell, they were all checked out. We all know this.
Well, you better check back in. You're getting millions and millions of dollars.
Man, look here.
Back in.
Hey, they getting paid whether they win or lose.
Oh, T, it's getting close to that time. Isn't there something you need to
do? Give away those other tickets.
Hey!
But before I do that, I do want to address something else that Chris and I saw at Family Fest when they were doing the situational, when they had the different situations.
What do you mean by situations?
Let's say you had to kick a field goal within the last few seconds.
Yeah, game scenarios.
Yeah, they did have game time situations where they actually had it with the offense. I think Caleb threw a ball to DJ. DJ got the ball in the middle field, kneeled down on one knee, and then they came in. The field goal rule came in. Santos kicked the field goal.
So we saw those situations. But we also saw situations where DJ Moore lined up in the backfield
and scored a touchdown.
Yes,
took the hand off.
Chris said the same thing. He don't want to see that too much. It is the Cordero Patterson stuff, and it worked.
Debo Samuel shit,
and it worked.
Cordell wasn't really used as a wide receiver.
No. Well, I'm saying just he's a wide receiver by trade that all of a sudden became a running back.
But it worked. So this may work for the Bears. Now, Chris said he don't want to see that shit that much. I understand that.
So wait. But was Swift on the field during that time?
No. DJ was in the back.
No.
Single back.
Yes.
Offset? Or straight behind the quarterback?
Offset.
Offset.
Okay.
So I wouldn't mind seeing that. At this point, man, we need to do whatever we can do to try to win games. And if that's gonna throw a defense off, shit, let's do it. That's what I say. But yeah, I kind of agree with Chris. I don't want to see
extra
that
hits
every single time because you don't want to put that kind of punishment.
Because like what Debo said, when I'm a
receiver.
receiver, I'm getting hit. Maybe a linebacker, mostly corners and safety. When I'm in the backfield, I'm getting hit by D linemen, linebackers. Like you getting hit by everybody.
Yeah, you don't want that kind of punishment on your number one wide receiver.
No.
But at
Give
the
it
same time,
here and there.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind
But you said he scored, so
yeah, he
scored.
scored. Yeah, and he went in the middle. It wasn't no him get the ball and tossing his ass straight to the outside.
It was wiggle, boom, boom, gone.
Yeah, he hit a hole
and planted.
Yeah,
And planted.
Well, he's one of the best in yards after the catch, so I'm not.
So I
That's
definitely
what I'm saying.
wouldn't mind
People-
seeing that.
like I know people enamored with Amon St. Brown. I think DJ's a better player. I just think he hasn't had the QB play or the offensive mind
You know the
to
crazy
bring that
part?
out.
I'm a Rod's rated higher than him on Madden.
Huh?
I'm a Rod's rated higher than him on Madden. Ain't that
I
crazy?
mean, I'm not. It's not crazy because depending on, I mean, yeah,
Back-to-back 90
catch
catch seasons.
and had like 1,500 yards. I'm right there. So I mean, I think he even made probably all pros.
He did.
All right. So JB, like you were saying, I do have something I need to do.
Oh, it's ticket
Around the
time.
Give away these damn tickets. So last week, guys, I gave away club seats to Shiny C. Shiny C won because she put every word together that I said in each episode. She put every word together, made a sentence. Chicago Clubhouse Podcast always wins. That's the phrase she put together. So I have a second phrase that I started. I'll tell you the date in just a few seconds.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I gotta go through.
You got your old man glass.
Wait, you said the date of the game?
No, the date when I first started the phrase.
You did one a week, and then you missed like a week.
So I started the phrase at 6:24. I did miss a week, right?
Yeah.
And
so
I made it up because I did a 2 for.
You did a 2 for.
I did a 2 for that day. So I am not gonna go back and talk about the words that I said before. If you did not go look at the previous episodes and get the words that I told you,
shame on you.
Yeah, shame on you.
Ain't nobody about to win these tickets.
So this phrase is a little different than the first phrase. Shiny, like I said before, you can't win. Congratulations.
Oh, she's going Sunday.
Yeah, she's going
At noon.
Sunday
Yeah.
to see Miami potentially get beat. So these tickets that I'm about to give away are for the Bears against Buffalo on 8/17, Sunday, August 17th. That's a night game, isn't it?
It is. It's an evening game, yes.
Okay, it's an evening game. So that's gonna be a lot more fun than the noon game. Those are kind of boring. But anyway, here's the phrase, or here's the word rather.
Praise the place.
The word that you have to put together with the other words is snow. You know, like that white stuff that falls. Snow. SNOW.
Isn't that a snow?
Bunny?
Snowfall?
Snow.
Snow bunny.
Snowfall?
Snow bunny.
Bueller.
So you put together all the words that I've given you and you put it together with snow. Then you have your phrase. Say it. And the first one that says the phrase. And if you are a YouTube subscriber, then you win the tickets. And I wait for someone to say the phrase. If you don't say the phrase, then I guess I go to the game.
Don Bird wears Honolulu blue thongs in the snow.
That's funny, but that's not
Wait,
it.
Don Bird does what? Where's Honolulu blue thumbs in the what are we doing right now?
That's funny, but that's not what I said. So nobody has it.
Give him a minute because it's still cycling. He said, "Hell yes, I do." What? Okay, what is going on between Don Bird, Jay Grizz, and Scrolls? Like y'all got like this triple threat match going on. Like,
You know, said the little boy kept eating yellow snow.
oh,
And
there
that
it
is it. Donald Gordon, that is it. Is Donald? I've never seen him as a YouTube subscriber though.
You see it.
Yeah, he's on YouTube, but that doesn't mean he's a subscriber. Are you a YouTube subscriber, Donald?
Well, shit, Donald, if you ain't, you better go ahead and like and subscribe.
Right now. And I will send you these tickets. Wait, are you in Chicago?
That's a fake Don. Wait, what am I looking at?
I don't know what it is.
Oh, if he's not, if that's Don Burr, I ain't sending you
No.
tickets.
There's a Don Bird with a picture, and then there's a Don Bird with a Lions logo. We're talking about two different Don Bird.
Who is this Donald Gordon?
Yeah. He was at the podcast
I
at
was
the
at
Staley.
the
Absolutely.
podcast at Staley.
With Israel. Yes.
Okay. My man.
Good
Doug.
guy. Yes.
All right. And are you a YouTube subscriber?
He said yes. Right?
No, he said yeah.
You know, there's a way for it. There's a way for me to check.
Yes, he's been a subscriber. That's what I said. Maybe mine came in before y'all. It said, and yes, I've been a subscriber.
Yes, he's been a subscriber. Okay.
Tickets.
I'm gonna take your word for it, man. So I want you to you can text me at 773-575-5891. Text me your information, Donald, and I will make sure that you get these tickets right away.
Wait,
Out of my possession.
I'm about to say, how did you do it last time?
I did I texted them to sign it, and she got them.
No, I'm saying they just text you on the number.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't
technology is a
right.
motherfucker,
you know what I'm thinking? Like you gotta
Nope.
sign over the tickets.
Uh-huh.
No. Oh.
Well, all I gotta do when he gives me his email, all I gotta do is go to my tickets, press transfer, and transfer them to his email or his phone.
Ain't they going at it? Gotcha. So,
Scrolls ass.
yeah, Donald Gordon, did you get that information? Did you get that number so we can get you those tickets?
Scrolls said, okay, I'll say it. And the little boy kept eating yellow snow. I'm now the runner up. Oh, man.
Y'all look funny as hell.
Well, looks like
Y'all
it's time to
funny
get into
as
some
hell.
shout outs.
Y'all funny. Yeah, we might as well go get into some shout outs, man. Let's get
Oh,
to
he said sometimes I watch it not live. So
long as you watch it, man.
we
Appreciate you,
Yes,
man.
appreciate it.
Long as you watch us, man.
It's like we tell everybody out there, it don't cost nothing to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. We do appreciate you guys. Chat was lit tonight. They having their own little special war in the chat.
It's two Don Birds? Like what?
He said, put it this way. When is the next show, guys? Let me on live and we in the fake account.
He said, can you send the number again?
Yeah, I'll say it. It's 773-575-5891. JJ says she be spaced out when it's time to win tickets.
Like she forgot.
All right, so during the regular season, I would space out if I were you.
Oh, y'all thought we were just doing preseason? Oh, we doing regular season too, baby.
Oh, so don't sleep. Don't sleep.
GTA. No, GTS.
And it might not just be Bears tickets.
Yeet.
Oh, they coming to town too.
Might not just be Bears tickets. It might be
because of
Sky.
Friday.
Might be Sox, Cubs,
Yeah,
Bulls. You never know. Might be to a play. Color Purple or
I can tell you offline.
Lion King or something like that. Well, those tickets are really expensive. But you know what? Don't matter.
Don't you know no good?
So yeah, let's go ahead and get into some shout outs. Kamesh.
I just thought about it. Something. That's your regular number?
Yeah.
Oh, we should have some call-ins then. Some people should be calling you like, hey, let me get on the show.
You're right. If they don't.
Maybe we not good enough. Maybe we not as
What'd you say it was?
popular as other.
575
Yeah, it's the crook.
5891.
Yeah.
I thought it was 8675-8309.
Oh, she's high.
No, I want TTNL to call that number. TTNL Runaway. So we can get them on.
Yeah, apparently Don Burr has a twin. Or
That's
he's
a
got
song.
a doppelganger or something going on.
That's an old 80s song.
Hey, put your y'all hear the new beats.
It's gonna fall.
Oh shit. Oh yeah.
And apparently Don has a doppelganger or a twin out there.
Well, it happens.
Wow. Okay, well, let's bring both of them on. whenever they can, we'll bring both of them on there.
So we got Don Burr versus Don Burr. That was like the Undertaker versus the Undertaker.
Yeah, they were
Don Burr.
going back and forth at each other for a minute. Got Coach Chef in the house. Thanks for checking us in. So speaking of Coach Chef, I wanted to jump on here real quick before you guys did your shout outs. Coach Chef and I and Amp will be back this Sunday for the pregame show. So the game.
So you're pre-gaming for this Sunday's preseason game.
Correct, even the preseason game. So yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
So we will be, normally it's an hour long, but this Sunday will be an hour and a half, just because we haven't been on at all in the off season. Definitely a lot happened. The guys want to get a lot off their chest from what they saw in the off season, and of course what we've been seeing through training camp, the draft, and even with the pads being put on now. So they definitely got a lot to say and get off their chest and kind of speak their mind on what they're looking forward on seeing with the Bears this season. So check us out an hour and a half before the game starts. So I think it's 12 o'clock Central. So then it's going to be
9:30.
Yeah, like 8:30.
Wait, 10:30.
Well, they're West Coast time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be on.
But the game starts at noon.
And
here.
right, so they're West Coast time.
So for us, 10:30.
Right, for them, 7:30.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm glad I'm right there.
Damn. If they on at 10:30, it's 8:30 West Coast time.
I mean, why did I say 7:30? Right. It don't give 3 hours until we go to what you call that?
Daylight
Daylight
savings. Yes,
Yeah.
correct. So,
Okay.
like I said, obviously, check us out before the game starts. We'll go back and forth. I have a few players in mind that I'm looking forward and seeing hopefully how they do when the live bullets are firing. So I'm excited. Can't wait. Like I said, check us out, guys. Shout out to, I didn't get a shout out last time to Rhino for last week. Rest in peace to Rhino. So no overdue on that. Thanks for the memories. Like they say in the Sandlot, heroes get remembered, but legends that never die. And Rhino was definitely a legend, especially a Chicago legend. So, and then shout out to you guys. Great work. Good job on figuring out the technical difficulties out there.
Oh yeah, man.
So,
that's what I do.
Man, I'm just happy I could come in a pinch and kind of just stall until you guys were able to figure it out. Hopefully it didn't take 2 hours to figure it out.
That's because you're the man. That's because you are the man.
Well, obviously being a Bears fan, this being a Bears show, I already had some things on my mind that I want to talk about and kind of get off my chest and whatnot. But like I said, I'll save the rest of it for this Sunday and whatnot. So, Easy, what's up? Shout out to Easy. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the back again. Got some shit.
Okay. Foul mouth. Why don't you kick it off?
Oh shit. Okay. First of all, I want to give a shout out to you brothers, T Nick, Statman JB. Shout out to the super producer in the back, the Crooked Commish. Boy Frank the Tank couldn't be here, say he's a little under the weather. Need to quit eating that yellow grass.
Oh boy.
Want to give a shout out to the chat. The chat was lit tonight. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, you guys out there, hey, costs nothing to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. We got plenty of great guests coming up. Hopefully we're looking to do something big, have a couple ex-Chicago Bears players come on. Looking to do new things. You see we're over here in the studio. Be in the studio about twice a month. Shout out to you guys. Thank you all for watching the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. I would normally state what's going on in the network, but things have been changing, so I'm gonna wait till we get a full confirmation and set dates on shit, because I know Easy will be doing it sometimes, and I think he on Saturdays and that shit. I don't know.
Some shit.
Yeah, some shit. Shout out once again to the Sandberg family.
Yes.
Of a Chicago legend, Ryan Sandberg. Shout out to all the Chicago sports teams: Sox, Blackhawks, Bulls, Bears, Cubs, and Sky. I think I got everybody.
Except for y'all motherfucking owners.
And a Fire. Also want to give a shout out to the kiddies that will be coming home tomorrow. I gotta go pick them up. Shout out to my beautiful and gorgeous wife, who I know she's probably not watching because she's at home with Pretty Ricky, who's probably driving her up a damn wall.
In the kitchen.
It's in the kitchen.
Ricky!
In the kitchen with Ricky. Got the range. She's in the kitchen. Probably feeding him the bottom. Other than that, I got nothing else. That is it. That's the end of my shout outs.
Man.
Real quick, forgot.
Shout out to my bonus nephew, Tyler. Tyler Rice.
Tyler.
Shout out, happy birthday.
Shout out Tyler. What up, Commish?
Real quick, forgot with my shout outs. Now that football season's coming back, obviously fantasy football is coming back as well. We do have our Chicago Clubhouse Fantasy Football League, 16 teams total. So if anyone's interested out there, if our fans watching and whatnot, want to play with JB, JB, you're in here.
I got to do that.
Download.
That's open to the chat too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So,
first 16 people to accept, right?
Yes. So there's a few people already in there, league member or show members that are in there already. So there's not a whole 16 teams available. So I will post in the link. So if you guys want to join and play with us, football, it's free, but we do play for that belt back there. So if you guys are interested, like I said, join the link that I'll be posting. So anyways, back to y'all.
Yes, sir.
Love, appreciate it. And shout out to you, Commish, just one of the greatest producers that I've ever had the privilege to work with, man. You make this look easy. And we appreciate you and all that you do behind the scenes. Shout out to my brother to the left, Foul Mouth C. Man, just good to see you again, man. I haven't seen you in person in a minute. You know, everybody got going. Congratulations on the family. Congratulations on the house and everything, man. You know, I love
Man.
Hopefully you'll call me to barbecue for you one day.
Yeah, man. Life has been lifing.
Man, we gonna talk offline. And shout out to UT, brother. It's always good. You know, brother, like y'all don't understand how much Tuesdays really mean to me, just to be with my brothers and to talk sports. Love it, like it, hate it, whether we agree, disagree. This is what it's all about, right?
One last thing. Shout out to quick for me. Shout out to you and your family.
Absolutely.
You already know.
Yeah. Prayers up. Shout out to Frank the Tank, who was not able to be here this evening. So, you know, he normally would have been with us, had something going on, wasn't feeling well. So, shout out to him, feel better, brother. And then we just, man, when I say the chat was overlit, my God, we had twin Don Burrs. We had people that haven't spoken for all year that were lurkers and now they getting tickets. Like we just expressed exhausted the whole gambit today, right? So let me go on and get into this soliloquy. So first and foremost,
Big words.
Yeah, you gotta try and expand on, Steve A. Smith ain't got nothing on me. Read the dictionary, I can too. Shout out to Janet Dominguez. Thank you, Janet. Jay Grizz came in early and often. Jay Grizz, one of our P1s, we appreciate you representing the East Coast, right? I'm having a little trouble with your
Yeah, that motherfucker roll, man.
It roll, brother.
It be rolling.
Oh,
yeah, that's what doing. It gets to going.
Let me see if I can temper it down. Scrolls. Thank you for chiming in, Scrolls. Obviously, we just gave out shouts to both Don Burrs, right? We're going to go ahead and Dante Purified, the Scrolls. We had Teddy Hedberg came in.
Oh boy, Tucson.
Oh, my man, Tucson. Jay always representing me. Good love. When he comes in.
We get our shout outs to, of course, Easy was in the house like he always is.
Easy was
Donald Green, who won the tickets.
Donald Gordon.
Gordon.
Shout out to Donald Gordon, the winner of the Buffalo Bills ticket. Yeah, we said Scrolls. Emilio Bucks, thanks for chiming in. Bucks, one of our
Bucks chimed in.
Yeah, Bucks chimed in. He is a part of the Chicago Clubhouse Network. His show is Bull Spit and Plump, airing on Thursdays. Check him out. Real good content with him and his partner, Christopher T.
Yeah, Ron W. was in here. I think his name is
Ron Wineski. Yeah. Thanks, Ron. Ron, one of our P1s. Yokio Dub. Or no, your boy Bub. Your boy Bub. Thank you for chiming in, Bub. I believe that's a new one for us. Jeanette Johnson, always one of our P1s chiming in. Jeanette, all we got to have you do is pay attention for like a little bit more, and you might be the next recipient of some free Chicago Bears.
Sure, come on down. You're going to the Chicago Bears game.
Shout out to
Better wake up, girl.
Shout out to Diab, Coach Chef. He chimed in a little late. Scrolls, we already said. TB17. Thank you, TB17, for chiming in. We appreciate the love. Let's see who else we got. It's been a lot. Like you guys were going back and forth so heavy, and we appreciate the banter. We got to get you guys on next fan appreciation podcast. Scrolls.
I bet you they ain't gonna come on.
Jay Grizz been on before. So Jay
Grizz.
Grizz know how this works.
But we got a lot of people that like to talk a lot of smack in the comment section. And then when it's time to get on the mic, or I should say get on,
there is no...
People get camera shy.
They do, but there is no shame in jumping on and expressing your feelings. Get the proper airtime that you are due, because this is a show about y'all. If it's not for y'all, we wouldn't be doing this, like real talk. And Justin Fireworks, thank you for chiming in. That says Fireworks. Justin Fireworks, thank you for chiming in. We appreciate you. And I think best that we can, because in studio, guys, it's just a little hard. So if I didn't get anybody, it's not because I didn't mean to get you. It's because I was not able to.
Andrea just came in.
Who?
Andrea.
Oh, Miss Smith. She came in. She came in now?
Yep, she just came in.
Hey, Andrea. Oh, Terry Heater. TH. Thank you for coming in, TH. We want to make sure we give you your just due. That's it for now. Jay Grizz, you got to come in. You've been here before. You know how this works. Don Burr, we've been asking you whether you're the real Don Burr or the fake Don Burr.
Both of y'all.
Both of them. We've been asking you to come in for a while. That invitation still sticks. Ron W, up for you too. Tucson J, my main man. We would love to have you on because you have one of the best insights here. TTNL Runaway, we would love to have you on as well. TV17, come on and show your face and go on and let's jump in these chats and let's bring the chat to life. We are not one of those shows who does not respect our viewers. We're not one of those shows that does not want our viewers to get their 15 to 20 minutes of shine, if you want to call it that. But we talking Chicago sports, and you all are here because you passionate about it. You like what we do. We love what you do.
Yeah.
So come on and talk about it.
And we're not always right.
Nope.
Our opinions don't always are the only opinions.
Nope. And that's why we need y'all and love y'all. So thanks. And last but not least, shout out to any family that we got watching from all three of us. Shout out to SB and the crew. Shout out to University of Chicago Woodlawn. I'm going to throw it out there. Shout out to my son, Jordan Bowles, for various reasons. And if we got one, and shout out to Cameron Bowles, who I was with yesterday. Shout out to one person that we know we got one view, just one lonely view in that little eye shot watching the show. It's the podcast mom, y'all. Most affectionately known as Miss Sandra Bynum Holmes.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom. Love you, lady.
Shout out to Lorenzo Clemens as well.
Oh, Lo just chimed in. What up, Lo?
He been in here.
Well, I guess I will give these little shout outs so we can get up out of here. First shout out, chat. Everybody in the chat, appreciate y'all. Appreciate all y'all. And what's funny is JB brought this up. We got people in the chat that never say nothing, but yet they wouldn't take it.
That lets you know they're watching.
That's funny as hell. You're a lurker. You're a lurker, Donald Gordon. But hey, you want to say it's funny. You never say anything. Maybe you'll say something now.
L for love. Good times.
L for love, but you are all right with us, man. You got the tickets, and that's for all you other lurkers too. Y'all all right with us, man. But it's okay if you want to say something. Just say hi. Just say hi. That's all. We just want to know you're there. Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate all of y'all. Second shout out, my guys, JB, Foul Mouth would be no show without y'all, man. So appreciate y'all, man. Frank the Tank, hope you get better. I know you're at home. You're not feeling well. Hope you do get better. And the whole team. I say this all the time. We got a badass team, man. Everybody on this team, from the guys that's in front of me, Frank the Tank, Lola, the commish back there, he's the producer that can do no wrong. He's like the jack of all trades for us, man. He came in here and picked up producing like it was nothing. So yeah, he's the man.
Shout out to
Mr.
Crazy
Chicago,
Bucks on the beat.
Crazy Ace for sure.
Oh, what's up?
For sure, Crazy Ace, definitely. And yeah, Bucks on the beats. Matter of fact, that beat you just heard, that was Bucks, and he's actually about to have a listening party.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's in a couple weeks.
I was in the
He's having a listening party out in Homewood.
Give us details. I would love to show up.
I definitely will give you all that. But yeah, Bucks on the beats. And we just got a badass team. Kristen, I said Lola,
The girl.
who am I forgetting?
Yeah, the girl.
Chef.
The girls.
Easy. Jay and Seaway, Easy. Yeah, we got a badass team, man. Everybody on this team can do something. Something aside from talk. Because we can do that. We can talk, but yeah, everybody on this team can do something. That's why we got a badass
I don't
team.
know if he just Don Bird 1 or 2 just said something to you specific.
Did he?
The next
Not a
live
lot,
show,
yeah.
nobody ever said I want to come on live. Well, come on, Don Burr. We ain't got nothing against you, player. Come on.
So Don Burr versus Don Burr.
Next show.
We're not on Sunday. We're on Tuesdays.
Yeah. So the next live show will be next Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Next Tuesday.
Well, I think he was speaking because commission them said they would be on Sunday.
Oh,
That's what he
okay.
was
Okay.
referring to.
Okay.
But that's not this
That-
particular
yeah.
show.
That's not us on Sunday, but watch it anyway. But then Tuesday, live show. And
8 o'clock Central Time.
you'll be in the
9
spotlight,
o'clock
buddy.
Eastern.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
7 o'clock Mountain.
I want to shout out Chicago News Weekly. We are in the Chicago News Weekly studio right now.
CNW.
And we're going to give them a big shout out.
Yes,
man.
sir, we do.
They welcomed us with open arms. And we've been here for what? Like
Yeah, wow. A couple months
5
now.
weeks now?
No, a little longer than that.
Longer than that? Okay. But yeah, they welcomed us. Although we don't we aren't well versed on the board just yet. They're gonna get to that. But yeah, we definitely want to shout them out. We appreciate them for having us and trusting us on their network. So you'll hear more news about that later. Shout out the Bears, of course. Looking forward to a good season. I know everybody in the chat is. My guys here are. We're looking forward to a good season, man. We're not gonna say playoffs, but we are gonna say hopefully at least 8-9, at least. So with that, I'm done with my shout out. So I'll just say for my man, the stat man who knows every single stat, every single team, basketball and football and baseball, 80s and 90s, for my man, Foul Mouth C.
Yes, sir.
New baby, new wife.
New
Still,
life.
still the same Foul Mouth. I'm T Nick, quarterback, point guard, whatever you want to call me. And we out.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
Bye.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
You're still here. It's over.